Kacey S. Approximately 1 in 5 students vape or have vaped in the past. This information is from Dr. Ramsey G. Saloom, a professor in the Department of Health Outcomes and Biomedicals at the University of Florida College of Medicine, in the Journal of the American Medical Association, published in February 2021. In a survey conducted, everyone in this room has said that they know somebody who vapes and understands that harmful effects can occur from this action. The US government needs to take more robust measures to stop the spread of teen vaping. First, I will discuss why vapes have become more accessible and popular in high schools today. Second, I will describe the harmful effects that it can have on both your mental and physical health. And third and finally, I will talk about the measures I think the US government should take to stop the spread and also educate students. Let's begin by talking about why vaping has become more common. Vaping's become popular for many reasons, and among them is because vapes can come in disguise. They are small and they can look like everyday items such as USB drives or pens. Another reason vaping has become more popular is because it's accessible to students. Carrie Prince, an academic researcher who co-authored 635 publications for the American Cancer Society in the American Cancer Society journals, published in March 2020, states that certain stores are no longer permitted to sell certain flavors of e-cigarette cartridges, but the nicotine liquids used in refillable tank products remain available everywhere. Another reason vaping has become more popular is because the marketing for them targets teenagers. More and more flavors are being made that appeal to younger generations. Now that I've told you about the popularity of vaping and the reasons for that, I'm going to talk about the negative side effects. Vaping can affect both your mental and physical health. I think the number one reason that teens vape is because they are not aware of the dangers of it. A common misconception is that not all vaping devices or e-cigarettes contain nicotine, but statistics show that over 99% do. Another reason I don't think students are educated is because the scientific research showing what vaping consists of is not shown enough in schools. Here at Zambrona Mazeppa, the only education we had on vaping was in a 9th grade health class, and it was very brief. Because of this, the numerous signs that somebody is vaping, such as trouble breathing, unexplained cough, mouth sores, or candy or fruit-like smells, are not being shown. Vaping can also have effects that can last all the way into adulthood. Nicotine has harmful effects on the developing adolescent brain, and it can interfere with memory, attention processing, and emotional regulation. Because of this, depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues are more common among people that do vape. According to Frances M. Leslie, a professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences at the University of California, Irvine, in the textbook Pharmacology, Biochemistry, and Behavior, published in October 2020, nicotine can cause vomiting, fatigue, shortness of breath, among many other side effects. Vaping is also commonly used as a gateway drug to stronger drugs because we receive rewarding effects if we do use them. There's also a correlation between vaping and COVID-19 because of people sharing vaping devices. Dr. Melissa Duxbury, a family medicine specialist affiliated with Southern New Hampshire Medical Center with over 23 years of experience, in a presentation for the family medicine community published in August 2018, reports that the cost of smoking-related illness alone last year was over $300 billion, and a large chunk of the statistic now is for e-cigarettes. Now that I've told you about the harmful effects of vaping, I'm going to talk about what I think the US should do for further prevention. In January of 2020, the FDA announced a ban on certain flavors of e-cigarette cartridges, but public health organizations argued that this did not go far enough to relieve the high risk adolescents have for nicotine addiction. John Stapleton, current vice principal of Zambrona Mazeppa High School, who has 21 years of experience in the education field, in an interview about the effects of teen vaping in October 2022, mentions how much he has seen vaping spread. Mrs. Constantine and Mr. Stapleton are taking initiative, and they are installing vaping sensors. They are also taking away the open campus policy from people who have been seen vaping on school grounds. Education to families and students is very important, and he wants to tell everyone how addictive these products are and also how little is known about what is in them. Education is essential, and I believe that the US government should put a policy in place requiring a mandatory annual school-wide assembly educating students on vaping, along with installing vaping sensors at every school. First, I told you about the exposure of vaping and why this became more popular. Second, I told you about the negative consequences vaping could have long term. And third and finally, I talked about the drastic measures I think the US government should take to stop teens from partaking in it. The US government needs to take more robust measures to stop the spread of teen vaping. Because 1 in 5 students choose to vape or have vaped in the past, take initiative to educate yourself and become a part of an anti-vaping movement.
5:25.